Hey y'all, welcome back. It's hard to believe that it's been a little less than a month since I did my first YouTube video here. And that first video, if you haven't seen it, was the unboxing of the Amazon Black Box A case. If you're not familiar with these, it might be a good idea to go back and look at that one. There'll probably be a little bit more information on the black box than what we have in this video. But I'll try to simplify it a little bit. These are available only through Amazon. So far, they have released A through D cases, and this here is the B case. I think the A case is no longer available. The B case says it is as of this video, but I don't know if you'll be able to actually get one or not. C and D cases are still available for pre-order, so I will leave a link in the description for that. They're all on the same item. You just have to change the option, whether you want C or D case. I think they are around $24.99, something like that. Added it up after my taxes, I ended up paying about $1.70 per car. And just to give you an idea of what these are, these are a case of, or I call them a quarter case, although it's not quite accurate, but it'll be 16 cars, and they are all either new castings for that case or new colorways for that case, which we will explain a little bit better here in a minute. Now, before we get into it, you'll see my last box was pristine. It shipped by itself. This one shipped with some other items and kind of a heavier item, and it really took a beating. The camera actually doesn't show it near as bad as it actually is. So I have already opened the box to make sure I didn't need to try and do a return or something. Fortunately, all the cars were in really good shape, so just keep that in mind. And that goes for other things with Amazon too. If you're ordering Hot Wheels, if you've ordered Hot Wheels or shipped Hot Wheels before, you probably find out pretty quick that envelopes aren't the best way to ship them, and Amazon's kind of bad for that. I've got some team transports from them before that were shipped in envelopes and had some damage to the cards. So just keep that in mind. Now, these I have already looked at. These are all B case. I had seen some reports. Of course, they were from prototype boxes or early release boxes, where there were some cars from cases that shouldn't have been in there, I guess. Maybe like one or two. But in this, they are all B case. So we'll go ahead and unbox what we have here, and we'll show you what we ended up with. Just for reference, my first box had a super treasure hunt and a treasure hunt. We'll go over what cars we got here, and then we will kind of go over pros and cons, maybe reasons you might want to buy it or may not want to. And if you hear some noise in the background, we're just going to let it fly. My kids are having a really good time, so hopefully it's not too much of a distraction if you can hear it. So we have here the standard cart. And we'll say that some people's complaint about these is that you're getting fantasy castings too, and that is just kind of part of it. We have the 84 Mustang SVO. Really like that one. 2023 Nissan Z. And this one I swear has a little bit different wheel than the one I think I've seen in the store. I may be wrong about that, but I like that color on there. 2018 Bentley Continental. Nice color on that one as well. Roger Dodger. And this one's interesting. It was, I believe, voted on. It was a competition on the Hot Wheels Unleashed video game, a design competition, and it won that. So a pretty cool little feature there. We have the 80 El Camino. Nice coloration on that. Dodge van. Looking pretty good as usual. Got the Hot Wheels 55th Tampo. Rally Special. Custom 11 Camaro. And I'll be honest with you guys, when I've seen this in the stores, it took me a few times to remember that this is actually a Camaro because it just looks so different. I think it's the wheels more than anything. The art car style kind of throws me, but I think the big thing is just the wheels that they put on there. Save that one for here in a minute. Porsche Panamera Turbo SE Hybrid Sport Turismo. know a lot of people were excited about this one. If you're a wagon fan or a Porsche fan, probably a pretty cool casting. I know literally nothing about this, but to be honest with you, it does look pretty good. Nissan Maxima drift car. This was first released last year. I think it looks good in this color and with these wheels. Have the Baja Holler. Pretty cool fantasy casting. Have some suspension on that. Corvette C7 Z06 convertible. I found one of these in a 20 pack and I thought it was a red edition Corvette, but I'm pretty sure it ended up being this. So I was a little disappointed afterwards, but still pretty cool. Volvo P1800 Gasser, new for 2023, Legends Tour car. This one's pretty popular. It's a new casting and it's a gasser, so that's always going to be a little bit desirable. Plus, it's a Legends Tour winner. So I did get the treasure hunt. If you're not familiar with how to tell it's a treasure hunt, it'll have the flame here on the car somewhere. Just because it has a flame on there doesn't mean it's a treasure hunt, because some cars have had that on there for a while before they did treasure hunts this way. Also have the flame on the card on the back. And we did not get a Super this time around. It would have been this car here. And it would have also had the flame on the back, different wheels, Real Rider tires, and Spectre Flame paint, as well as TH on the car. Well, I'm not a huge fan of this version of the 300 SL. I believe, I may be mistaken, and I'm sorry if I am, but I think they released this in the Elite series. Looked really good, I thought, there. And also, I believe this is the same car they have in the Jay Leno Premium. Thought it looked good there. Not a huge fan of this mainline or the Super. But, if you're a Mercedes fan, you may be. Just a little plain to me. But, so to give you an example of the way these boxes work, this is the B case. You can tell it's a B case car. Because it says B, that's the last letter on the back. This does not work for international cards, by the way. But if you're in the US, this is how it works. And this car is also available in the C case. So technically, if I get the C case black box, this car should not be in there because it will no longer be a first time color for that casting. Now, let's say they did this same casting in the C case in like black. That would be available in there because it's a different colorway. And as you probably know, usually each casting gets at least 2 different colorways per year. Not always. And sometimes they'll get 3 or maybe 4. I can't remember any that have had 4, but I'm sure some probably have at some point. But anyway, that's all for this box, guys. I will say, I have ran into the B case in stores already, and I kind of hesitated to buy stuff because I knew I was getting this, and I didn't want a bunch of duplicates. I still say this is best for people that don't get to go through cases regularly or don't get fresh restocks around them, and you're probably going to want all the cars, or at least most of them. If you get cases pretty regularly, this probably isn't for you. The only exception to that would be it is a good chance for treasure hunts and super treasure hunts, I think. So if you're just kind of willing to take a gamble on that just for that, I think the odds are okay. Just be aware that it's also a pretty good chance that you won't get a super. So just be prepared for that. And so like if that would be the only car you're interested in at all, you're probably just going to be better off for the most part taking the money from this and just buying the super from the second hand market if you don't think you can find it in stores. So hopefully that's helpful. If you guys have any questions, let me know in the comments. Let me know what you're thinking about these boxes so far. I do have C and D case pre-ordered, so we'll go at least through those. I don't know if they'll be doing any after that. I've not seen it, so I don't know if they're just waiting or if they're waiting to see how well these do to see if they're going to do any more. I do think it's a neat concept. I'm willing to kind of gamble on getting a super. Plus, it's pretty nice to be able to show these to everybody in the video, so I don't mind ordering them. but it's just probably not for everybody. So guys, if you like what we're doing, give us a like and a subscribe if you don't mind. Hope everybody's having a good week, and happy hunting.